Stand up, New York Giant fans. We are back, and I'm on here with Baddog. How you doing, buddy?
What is going on, everybody? How you doing? Friday night weekend is here. That means we're another day closer to seeing the debut of one Daniel Dimes Jones. And I know everybody is excited about that. Been a lot of talk about it all week. Obviously, a lot of things about Eli Manning have come out. A lot of videos, a lot of tributes, which is always good. He deserves it. But I'm looking forward to a new beginning for the Giants. Hopefully, it changes things for us because Lord knows we've been pretty bad. So
it's been a while. We've won 8 games in our last 2 years combined. Our last 34 games, we've won 8.
35, you count the playoff game in Green Bay.
If you count the playoff game, yes, good call.
8-27, not good.
It's been a tough sledding, and let's just say hello to a couple of people. Rocky's in the house, DieHardGiantsFan. fan. That moss is crazy. Yeah, mate, I got ready. I went live. Didn't comb the moss tonight. Real New York Giants fan in the house. Andy Garcia in the house. Terry Bogart in the house. Gardner Minshew in the house. The quarterback. What's going on, buddy? Mikey Bombers. Real New York Giants Mafia. Thank you for popping in. Jeff, thank you for popping in.
What's going
City
on?
for real in the house. What's going on, buddy? Guys, do us a favor. Spike that like. The more likes we get, the more likely the Giants are going to win.
That's right.
Against the Tampa Bay Bucks on Sunday.
Right.
So let's get that win tonight.
Right.
Let's get that win. What's going on, Rudy? Thank you for popping in. But yeah, obviously the big storyline is Daniel Jones. We could touch on some of the topics, since we last went live. Obviously the Redskins, Landon Collins comes out, Eric Flowers comes out, and Flowers came out and actually said that he was told that Gettleman had a trade offer. And go ahead and get that real quick.
Oh, thank you so much, Raymond Phillips, for the one. BataBoom! Dilly with my Gatorade. I need another one of these Total Fit waters over here. There we go. Dilly. Thank you so much.
But, so Flowers came out and said that the Giants were given a trade offer. Now, who knows what it was? Probably a 6th or 7th round pick. But that's a mistake on Gettleman's part, if that's the truth. Because they decided rather than trade him for something, they said, all right, we're going to ship them the left tackle, or right tackle, rather, from the left tackle, try to get something out of him there. That obviously failed, and they got nothing for him.
Right.
But it just seems as if the Redskins these players are trying to throw Gettleman under the bus and maybe deter some free agents from coming here next year. That's what I worry about.
Yeah, I really, that must be their hidden agenda. As far as Flowers goes, I mean, I can understand. I was a guy that said, let's try him on the right side. He played right tackle at Miami. He never played left tackle at all there. The Giants are the only team projecting him as a left tackle. So he was 23. He's a big guy. It's like, let him play his natural position. Let's see if it works. I mean, I understand giving that a go. He just sucks.
Yeah, he's so bad.
That's all it is.
But he's playing pretty good with Washington from what I hear. I haven't been able to watch it, but that's what they're saying.
Well, that's what they say. But Washington's 0-2. They say Landon Collins 0-2. Landon Collins don't have a sack or an interception still. So I don't know what, he has 19 tackles. Whoop-de-frickin' do. Who gives a damn? They're 0-2, just like we are. So it's only a matter of time before Eric Flowers goes back to sucking. We know that. I mean, it's not like he played terrible every game for us. So it'll.
Well, he already had more good games with the Redskins than he had with us.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. His rookie season, he didn't seem that bad, but like all of a sudden, I mean, he just got off.
He was playing tough his rookie season. I remember that. He had some kind of injury, right? And he played through it.
Yeah.
And I remember being impressed with that, but he never worked out to be anything.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to touch on, I was calling the game last night. Josh Allen gets 2 sacks. Made me feel really good.
Yeah, well,
the pass rusher we both loved.
I mean, we knew what he would be. I mean, that's why we reacted the way we did. It's not so much because we thought Daniel Jones was terrible. It's because we wanted Josh Allen. And, Josh Allen is just showing what we saw on his tape in Kentucky.
Yeah, he's a great player. But anyway, we're going to get back to the game. Obviously, that was a storyline. The game against the Tampa Bay Bucks, you think they're going to win, you said, right?
I do. I think the Giants will come out and play extremely hard knowing that there's a change of guard at quarterback. I don't think Tampa Bay is that great. I think they're definitely beatable. We beat them last year. I think that, we can play with these guys. I think it'll be close. I think the Giants we got to win at some point. So I think this is the week.
The thing that worries me this week more so than anything else, Bruce Arians, head coach. He, obviously James Betcher was the DC under him. So he kind of knows him like the back of his hand. That's the thing I'm really worried about most is Arians probably going to know how to exploit this defense. That's what I'm really worried about.
Well, I mean, everybody's exploited it, so really there's no difference here. My hope is that, Betcher knows Arians' game plan, and maybe he can, defense against it. You know what I mean? So hopefully that helps a little bit. I just think that the Giants can score some points. Listen, I'm optimistic that Daniel Jones is going to have a big game. The closer we get, the more optimistic I am that Daniel Jones. I actually saw somebody, oh God, I forgot, I can't think of the columnist's name. They had like a bold predictions thing for the week. And I think it wasn't Michael Thomas. God, I can't remember his name. But he said that bold prediction, Giants win, and Daniel Jones throws for over 300 yards in the win. That was his bold prediction.
Wow. Well, there you go. Go ahead and get that.
Thank you so much for the Super Chat, 40 seconds. I really appreciate that, my good man. Dilly, brother, he says R.I.P. A.B. Yeah, what a piece of crap that dude is. But thank you so much for the $10. Boom! I really appreciate it. I thought I just wanted to entertain the screen over there. I did not. That was you.
I don't know much. Obviously the story has come out now that he was kind of harassing her through the text messages. And, that's where that went, obviously. And who knows? I read into it. Didn't really seem like too much like harassment, but he's off. And, the Patriots just don't want to deal with it at this point. He's been such a distraction. The Pats knew what they were getting into from the start this year, and they're paying the price at the end of the day. Not that they paid much to acquire him, but that's what happened there. And he's going to be hard-pressed to find a job.
Listen, I said it in a video about a month ago. The dude's, or whatever the hell this happened, 2 weeks ago, the dude's a psychopath. He's crazy. Yeah. He's a nut. That guy ain't right in the head. His career's probably over. I mean, the Patriots, they will take these guys figuring they can change them around. And when they dump him like that, we know I forgot what they gave up for him. But when they just turn around and say to hell with it, it's not even worth it.
Yeah. They gave up third and a fifth round pick to get Antonio Brown. The Raiders.
The Raiders, right. But I'm saying the Patriots.
Patriots just picked him up. The Raiders dumped him.
I don't know if they had to pay him anything or not. But
no, maybe a small contract. But yeah, they didn't give up any assets.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that was obviously the big storyline today there in the broad NFL. And then but we're here to talk Giants. Obviously the penalties. Brady brought that up. I don't know if you got a chance to see that. I know you've been really busy. The holding penalties have been off the charts, 66% higher this year. But go ahead and get that.
DWG with a $5. Boom! I couldn't get that bet in bad. No, we're going to halftime. And right now it's 14-10 USC. So I'm glad I didn't get that bet in because, it don't matter. USC's going to lose. Don't worry about it. Oh, next kid, thank you so much for the super chat, my good man. Dilly, brother, thank you so much. He says, I have a fractured left foot. I have a cast and crutches. Well, that's not good.
That's not good at all. Get better, buddy. Get better.
Yeah, get better. Heal that up, man. Thank you so much for the $10. Boom! Really appreciate it, my good man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's not good. Never like hearing that.
No,
good. I've never had to deal with that.
I've had to. A fractured ankle. Broken one ankle, fractured the other.
I've had a severe ankle sprain. I guess that's a fracture, right? But I've never a broken body. Any bone on my body.
Broken body. Buried a couple in his trunk. Shh, don't worry about it.
But so you're confident Daniel Jones in this game?
I think Daniel Jones is going to play well. I do. I don't know. I just have that feeling. We're going to be way off. It wouldn't be the first time I'd be wrong, but maybe it's more thinking with my heart than my head. But I think that Tampa Bay, I don't think their defense is that great. I think our offensive line, and I know you did a video on how good our offensive line has been.
Yeah, it's been great.
I have a lot of confidence that the offensive line can protect him, that they can run Saquon Barkley, and that Daniel Jones is mobile enough to make plays with his legs and his arm. I have a good feeling about it.
I think that's part of the reason why Jones is starting, because of how good the offensive line has looked. Mm-hmm. I think Sherman now feels confident. All right, we're going to be able to protect this kid. Let's put him in there and see what he's got. I think that's a big part of the reason why they did it as early as they did. Devin White's going to be out of the game, so that's a plus for the Giants.
Yep.
Not that you ever root for injuries, but obviously a big impact player, a guy that we would have loved at 6 overall. We said that before the draft.
Yes, we did. He didn't get it to us though.
Yeah, so that's a plus for the Giants, but it's going to come down to what it always comes down to. Run the football, Saquon Barkley, and there's no reason when you look at the statistics that offensive line is putting up, the way they're run blocking. Give the guy the ball. Help out your young quarterback. That's what they got to do.
Yeah. L.A. Lou, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. My good man, Dilly, brother. Dilly. It says interim ideas for head coach and OC if needed. Well, I don't think you bring two in there. Normally, if you get rid of your head coach, one of your coordinators becomes the head coach. That's normally how it works. So I don't
season, yeah.
I don't know what they would do. with that. But thank you so much on a $2 boom! And thank you for ordering one of the Baddog sweatshirts, L.A. Lou Dilly. Really appreciate that. It'll look good on you, buddy. It'll look good on you. Kid Blue, thank you so much on a $2 boom! Dilly says, I don't doubt Daniel Jones, but our defense is bad. Right. I think Daniel Jones will do good. I'm not saying our defense is going to do good.
The defense has always been the problem. Kid Blue did a great video on that. He said, he was saying, why are we complaining about Eli Manning when the defense is what we should really be focused on? I agree with him. Yeah. I think the defense is the much bigger issue with the Giants right now.
It is.
Yeah, more so than the offense. And he's absolutely right. And Daniel Jones should be okay behind that offensive line. He should. I think they're going to come out with a conservative game plan. I think there'll be a lot of RPOs, a lot of first read throws, quick slants, things of that nature. He's not going to be asked to do a lot of complex things.
I think so. I think it'll be a safe game plan. And by the way, if anybody's not subbed up Kid Blue, guys, please go over there and sub up his channel, man. He's an awesome video maker. Love that kid. Really good content. Check him out. And go into the description. Check out the Entertainah Talkin Sports if you have not done so. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what the hell are you waiting for? Let's do it. And hit that thumbs up button, guys, and let's go freaking Giants. The one thing I'll say about Daniel Jones, I think that with him being in there, maybe the Giants do make a more concerted effort to run the ball now and try to alleviate some pressure off of Daniel Jones. I don't think you want a rookie throwing the ball 45 times, so maybe they will. Maybe they'll run the ball more. But I love that option that you can run an RPO with Daniel Jones. I don't think you'll see it a lot, but at least it's an option. It's a threat. So it gives the defense something that they don't have on film with the New York Giants.
Yeah, it adds an extra element to the offense. It really does. Having that mobile quarterback. I think more so than the RPOs, I think you'll see a lot of play-action rollouts. Yep. I do expect that at least 5, 6, 7 times in the game. I think they'll get Daniel Jones out open in space so he can be a dual threat and make the defense guess a little bit.
Steel 58's in the house. He says, we're starting a young guy too. Yeah, Mason Rudolph. And I loved him at Oklahoma State. Oh, Rickson Conserve. Thank you so much for the super chat, my good man. Dilly. I really appreciate it. He says, I think we can run the ball, and guys, I've been telling y'all, Pat will be more comfortable with DJ, play action, pass, run, we can win. Slayton is ready to play Sunday. Yeah, he was talking about that. And I also think that you're going to see, I think we're going to win, Rickson. Thank you so much. On a $10 boom! I really appreciate it, my good man. Thank you so much.
I think he was actually the guy that commented on my video, if I'm not mistaken, Rickson, and told me that Slayton's playing. And that's a nice piece to add. The Giants could use a wide receiver like that, Rickson and Baddog, that could take the top off the defense. And I expect them, like he said, to use that play action rollout. I do think they drafted Daniel Jones specifically for this system. I think that they thought he would fit it very well, and I think you're going to see why on Sunday. They're going to use him a lot in that rollout, and that's what the Pat Shurmur's system is all about. Yep. It's about the play-action rollout, having your quarterback make plays out in space.
And again, with Daniel Jones, it makes the linebacker free. So Eli Manning rolls out, you're not worried about him using his legs. He wasn't going anywhere. Right. And I know people, listen, their defense is bad. It's bad. But, guys, you got to understand something, man. You can't have one good drive, score points, and then just die for... 2.5 quarters and then scoring, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of 3 and outs that we have too. That does not help the defense. The time of possession does not help the defense. No. Our offense has to help that out too. Now, part of that is running the ball more for sure, but part of it's converting third downs, which we've been really poor at this year. So hopefully, when you have a Daniel Jones and you have third and short, that puts the defense in a pickle because you could go anywhere with 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. But we have to
the thing.
That's why you got to run the ball more. So you're in 3rd and manageable, not 3rd and 9 because you've run once and thrown once.
Yeah, 100%. Y'all better not boo me we're not booing you tomorrow, Danny Dimes. You're making well, first off, it's on the road. But I was a little surprised that they didn't bring Danny Dimes in to start at home. I was a little surprised by that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I see it. The offensive line's been playing great, and Shurmur feels confident, put him in there, so I get it.
Yeah. BataBoom's in the house. But I think, again, I'm excited about a new beginning for the New York Giants. I mean, I love Eli Manning, but I'm just excited to see what happens going forward because this is our future. I mean, we're getting a look at the New York Giants' future. We have a lot of young guys on both sides of the ball, and obviously a very, criticized pick. A lot of people did not like it. A lot of people reacted the way we did. And, a lot of people are ready to get behind this kid, though. I mean, even if you guys love Eli Manning, then don't want to see him go out the way he did. We got to support Daniel Jones. He's our guy. You're probably not going to see Eli Manning behind center anymore. So
He's
Not
the
for
team's
us.
quarterback now. You have to get behind him. You have no choice. If you're a Giants fan, and I think he can win us some football games. It's just a matter of calling the right game plan, and the defense has to play better, like Kid Blue said. At the end of the day, we're not winning any football games, regardless of who's at quarterback, if that defense keeps playing the way they've been playing.
Right. I
You
see
know, and it won't be easy against this offense.
Dom Morachi is in the house.
What is going on, Don Marachi?
But again, I don't know. Tampa Bay, nice. Well, it's gonna be hot. I mean, it's gorgeous up here. It's gonna be hot up here this weekend.
Really? I didn't look at the weather.
Yeah,
yet.
it's supposed to be in the 80s. It's supposed to be gorgeous. I was like, beautiful. I love an Indian summer. That's the beautiful thing.
It was cold the other day, a couple of days ago. It was pretty cold when I went outside.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's cold in the morning, but it warms up during the day very nicely. But it'll be hot down there. Danny Dimes is going to get hot. He's going to be throwing lasers all over the field. We're going to take this one, guys. I got a feeling about this one. Come on, man. Get him
Who do you think benefits most in the offense with Jones at quarterback?
Benefits most? Saquon.
Yeah, which player?
Saquon.
Because of the RPO threat? Is that why?
I think that. I think he's going to get the ball more because I don't think they want to expose Daniel Jones 40 times. I don't know why they would want to do it with Eli, though, either, knowing that
that's the thing. I think if they fall behind, they fall behind. Then they're going to have to. But I actually think Ingram benefits the most.
Well, he should benefit the most from anybody anyway because that play action should be Evan Ingram all day, every day. And we say it all the time. I mean, and it's always there. He had a big game week 1,
Yeah, he did.
Dom, thank you so much. Thank you so much in the super chat, Dilly. He says the Moss is on a new level tonight. Let's go, Danny Dimes. Thank you so much for the $2. Boom, Dom. Yeah, Chris got a Kramer thing going on over there.
I got a Kramer thing going on tonight. I didn't realize it was so close to going live. What's going on, G Ever? Don Marachi's the man, though. Don Marachi's friggin' awesome, man. Thank you for being here, buddy.
Yeah, he is. What's
going on, Big Blue? Thank you for turning in. Slurpee's in the house. What's going on?
I hope Josiah's right, man. 18 for 24, 321, 3 touchdowns. That'd be amazing. OGR, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. Really appreciate it, my good man. Dilly says, never fear, OGR is here. And he hit me with a $2. Boom! Thank you so much, my good man. OGR, y'all got to sub him up, too, man. He's freaking awesome.
Love OGR. And, we'll be at the Giants game with him. Hopefully they get us a win when we go see him play the Jets. And what should
Jones
be
against
a toilet. Oh, but man, you know what? If we win this game, let's be positive. If we win this game, we got Washington. Let's take it one game at a time. But I'm not getting my hopes up.
No,
I'm not getting my hopes up.
Hard to. I'm trying. I'm usually the pessimistic guy. I'm a glass half empty guy. But I just have a good feeling about this game. Don't know.
For me, it's more the defense than anything. Like Kid Blue said.
Yeah, I don't like the defense, but I feel like if we can score, the defense showed some signs last week against Buffalo. And it's not like Tampa Bay has a great offense. It's not like Jameis Winston, some top of the line, quarterback. He stinks. Yeah. So he's a guy that turns the ball over too. I think we got to play more press coverage and blitz, and I think we need to do that. DeAndre Baker plays a lot better in that system, and I hate that zone. I just don't like that at all. Yeah,
Baker played the press coverage in the second half last week, and he played much better because of it. Yeah.
So he played in Georgia. So.
Yeah, he's not good in zone. He's horrible in zone, and he's gotten beat time and time again. We saw it the first half last week, all of week 1, and can't be doing that. Got to put him into press coverage. I agree with that.
Yeah.
And they got to blitz. They got to blitz a lot.
Got to. Yeah. I mean, if you got to bring 7, do whatever the hell you got to do. But get some pressure on him,
Especially against a turnover-prone quarterback like a Jameis Winston. He's thrown 3 picks in his first 2 games. He's not allergic to turnovers.
Yeah.
And I think they could create a few. They almost created a few last week. It's just they didn't come up with them. They tipped some balls.
Right.
But yeah, for them to win this game, they're gonna have to create a couple turnovers because Tampa's gonna put up points. They're definitely gonna put up points.
Right. But I think that I think we can score a little bit more. I don't know. I'm anxious to see what the offense looks like with Daniel Jones. I'm just
you and me both.
That's what it is. I just feel very confident in his ability. I think he feels confident in his ability. Obviously, the coaching staff feels confident in his ability, and I think his teammates do too. So it's all a matter of going out there and executing. That's really what it is. And hopefully, Pat Shurmur gets his head out of his ass in this game and runs Saquon Barkley a lot more,
Yeah, who's covering Mike Evans this week? Damarachi is right. Chris Godwin, you got to worry about too. He actually leads the team in yards by a mile. I think he's got 200 yards receiving Actually, Evans has been held in check. I think he's only got like 85, 90 yards receiving, but he's obviously a big, tall threat and a guy that could catch it, in the red zone. So, and Howard has not been that used by the Bucs yet either. Another really good tight end.
He is a really good tight end. I'm surprised because O.J. Howard was one of the better tight ends in the league last year. So he's obviously a big time threat too. I mean, they do, but it's like every team. Every team's got receivers that can do it. It's a matter of getting to the quarterback and making him comfortable early in the game. Right. I think Betcher has to just come with it. I think he does. I think this defense needs to just to hell with it. I mean, make some gambles because if you're just sitting back there and you're not getting there, it doesn't really matter what defense you play. Your secondary is not going to be able to cover anybody for 8 seconds. So bring some pressure, make Winston make some throws.
If there's a weakness to this offense for the Bucs, I would think it's the running game. They haven't had a really strong run game in a while. Right. So maybe the Giants can exploit that a little bit, force them into third and long situations and get after him. That's what they got to try to do. I think they'll have an opportunity to stop the run with the big bodies up front. They don't have the best offensive line, but Arians likes to throw a lot of Arians' offense. Actually, from what I've read, is very similar to Gilbride's offense, where he has receivers that can run multiple routes, and it's a lot of timing based. A lot of fly patterns, a lot of hitch and go type routes. Right. So the Giants could potentially be exploited for some big plays. They got to look out for that.
Well, I mean, we've been exploited for big plays all year. So
it doesn't matter.
There's a difference at this point, But I'm like I said, bring the pressure. Make the guy make throws. Make him make this quick decisions because Winston's not a guy that really goes through progressions very well. He like you said, He's definitely not, he's prone to turnovers. So make something happen. Make a play on defense and get a short field. Let's build some damn momentum,
I see a Big Blue Flights in here. He asked a quick question. Do you think Slayton will have a good first game? I don't know how much he's going to be involved. That's the thing. I think he's the type of receiver that could have one big play like he did in the preseason game. He caught that ball. I think it was one catch, 31 yards. Could have easily been a touchdown. If he has one play like that, it's worth it. We need a receiver like him. We don't have one right now.
He was open a couple times. I remember Loletta completely, or it was Tanny, that completely missed him twice, running right down the sideline. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Last Jedi's in the house.
What's going on, Last Jedi? But that I'm looking forward to Slayton because I think it does add an extra element to our offense.
It definitely does. And we need it. I mean, we need all the receivers we can get. We need them healthy. So hopefully he can get through the whole game. Like you said, hopefully he makes a big impact play,
Yeah, and T.J. Jones had a good game last week, so it'll be interesting to see. He caught that beautiful touchdown. He had a really nice punt return. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if he continues to progress off of that. Latimer, I think, from what I read, is out or going to be out, and I think Fowler too. I think Fowler might be out as well.
Oh,
so he tweaked his hamstring.
God
so
almighty.
So I could be wrong on that. So if I am, correct me on that. But I think I read that. But if they are, I would say that you're going with obviously Sterling Shepard, who's going to play.
Yeah.
T.J. Jones will be involved, and Slayton will get some burn as well.
And Russell Shepard.
Yeah, Russell Shepard. Yeah. So we'll see. Ingram, of course, in the passing game. We'll beat the Bucs. Hopefully the same. I hope we beat the Bucs, Raphael. If we want to have any chance this year, we've got to beat the Bucs.
Can't lose here. I mean, I see a lot of people talking about the Yankees getting screwed overnight. I'll have to go watch the end of it because I didn't see the end of the game.
Yeah, the Bucs are I hope so, Pumpkin. I hope so. I love the optimism, guys. Yeah. I'm so worried about I'm so worried about this defense. Like Kid Blue said, I mean, not like you said, second half last week we did look better.
Yep.
And we'll see where it goes, but it's still a very young defense. So we got to get pressure on the quarterback. Without that, we're gonna get killed.
Yeah, and I think that's any defense. Pretty much any defense is easy, but we get none.
None.
Like I said, at least the second half they did put some pressure. They did force they got a lot of stops. They got back in that game for a second, and they just didn't get the stop when we absolutely needed it. But they did. I mean, they had like 4 or 5 stops in a row. And Buffalo only scored the one time in the second half. So, hopefully they build on it and they found something there. Because, again, Tampa Bay, it's not like they have a great offensive line. It's not like they have a great quarterback. It's not like we can't force turnovers. So hopefully they do.
You know what I think we should do this week? The Giants? We should give up a touchdown to them first. Let them get the ball first, give up a touchdown. Switch it up, because we always score first and we lose, so switch it up.
Thank you so much on the super chat. Cruise on 26. Dilly, my good man. He says Evan Ingram is better than O.J. Howard. Howard's most yards, 545. Wow, I thought he had more than that. Seemed like he always was good for a big freaking play for some reason, but maybe he didn't have that many catches. Thank you so much on the $2. Howard, boom! Really appreciate it. Howard was great at Alabama. I thought he'd be a lot better than he's been. Honestly.
Everyone loved O.J. Howard going into the season this year, and I think a reason why I didn't know that either. I thought he was a little. I knew he didn't have a year like Ingram had, but I thought maybe like 650 or so. But they use a lot of 2 tight end sets. They use Cameron Braid a lot in their offense as well.
Yes.
So that may be part of the reasoning because Tampa had a really good offense last year.
Yeah.
Especially in the first half.
They did.
So I'm surprised by that. But a lot of guys had big years, I guess. Evans had a big year. Godwin, Deshaun Jackson was on the team last year. Braid. So they spread it around.
Yeah, didn't Fitzpatrick get like 400 yards the first 3 games of the year or something crazy?
When we play, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure when we played the Bucs last year, Fitzpatrick was up there in terms of I think he had the highest QB rating or one of in football going into that game.
Turned it over a lot against us.
Yeah, that was his first bad game last year.
I just remember watching Eagles Video Makers because I forgot who Tampa played first, and Eagle Video Maker saying there's no way Fitzpatrick does that against us. No way. He ain't gonna throw for all those yards. He ain't gonna throw over 300 yards. What they were saying. I think he threw for over 400, and they actually lost to Tampa Bay. So, 5,
yeah, they had a good offense last year. And now they had Arians, who's known for his offense.
Yeah.
You know what they say about Bucs Pirates? They use their peg leg as extra.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. But,
what about the Raiders? They're Pirates. The Raiders.
But this is a game we have to find a way to win. 0-3. I mean, at 0-3, it's kind of just the rest of the year is pretty much just let's see the defense improve and let's see Daniel Jones improve. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah, let's hope.
And I just hope we have some hope. Win the game and let's try to get back to even when we come back home at 1-2.
Yeah, it'd be great. I mean, if we get this win Sunday, they go back home against Washington. It's a familiar foe. It's a team we've done well against in recent history. Just get some confidence, man. Just get that winning feeling back. This team needs it bad. So do we as fans.
Let me ask you about the Redskins. Keenum right now is the starting quarterback, and he's played well. I think he's got 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. But if the Redskins lose this week, they drop to 0-3, hypothetically. Do you think they start Haskins off an 0-3 start, going up against a weak defense in the Giants?
I was going to say, if you're going to start him against anybody, that would be the team to do it.
But what a storyline that would be, Haskins versus Daniel Jones week 4.
They may, just to see. But, again, then they're not going to go back to Case Keenum. But if they're 0-3... why not? It'd be fun. I guarantee you the next time we play that it's Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
That would be a great storyline for sure.
Yeah. I would take Chase Young. I like Chase Young.
Definitely.
But the way Keenum's been playing, I agree with you. I don't know if they do it at 0-3. I honestly don't. He's been one of the best statistical quarterbacks so far this year for the Redskins. Yeah. They just haven't won football games.
Right.
So that goes to show you, defense wins.
It does. Like I said, it's a passing league, but it all goes back to running and defense, man.
Yeah. It's not rocket science.
Always.
Who want to fight? We don't want to fight. Secondary is the problem with Washington. Yeah, their secondary is not very good. CD Sports Show, and they don't have any real weapons. I know that rookie receiver they've got has done. Yeah, he's done well. But they don't have any definitive weapons on that team. No, we said that going into the year.
Yeah, they don't really scare you. But McLaurin played with Haskins at Ohio State. I think that's part of the reason they took him. But
could be for sure. What do you all think about the Giants canceling Shermer's week? Good. Yeah, I made a video on that, Rod Pep. That's a good topic to talk about. Obviously, Mike Francesa, the Giants have been coming on there forever. Eli Manning used to have a weekly spot, actually, every, I forget what day, midweek, Wednesday. Yep. And he canceled before the year started. He said he wanted to spend more time with his family. Maybe that was the case. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe he saw the writing on the wall. Knew he wouldn't, he'd be the backup at some point this year. Regardless, Shermer and him get into an altercation because Francesa is bashing the Giants up and down. He's telling them how bad the team is, the defense sucks, blah, 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 blah. At the end of it, Shermer tells, I don't know if he told Mike directly or if he told the Giants, I don't want to go on the show anymore, and they cancel the show. Shermer's not going on with Francesa anymore.
Eli Manning canceled it because Eli didn't want to do it as a backup quarterback.
That's what I think, yeah.
That was why Eli Manning did not do it. He knew he wasn't going to be the quarterback all year, so he didn't want to come on there as the backup quarterback.
Which I get.
That's part of it. Mike Frances is going to ask you tough questions. Mike Frances is going to grill your ass. Mike Frances has been a Giants fan for God knows how long. He was tough. He's tough with everybody. So if you can't take what Mike Francesa says to you, then you don't belong on that show. Grow a thicker skin, Shermer. Seriously, he's a freaking radio guy in New York City. You're going to get a lot worse than that from the damn media. Maybe you won't. But that's why I love Francesa, because Francesa's got the balls to actually ask him tough questions. Oh, John Schmidt, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Dilly, brother. Really appreciate that, my man. He says, Daniel Jones and Dwayne Haskins, jersey swap week 4 would be kind of legendary, to be honest. It would be. I think you're going to get it the next time you play, no matter what. Thank you so much for the fight. Boom! Much appreciated, my man.
What's going on, Lions? Thanks for popping in, buddy, man. Yeah, Giants not doing too good this year. We're 0-2. But hopefully Daniel Jones gets things going. But yeah, we were talking about Francesa, and I agree with you. You're in New York. Yeah. You know you're going to get asked tough questions, especially when you're going with Francesa. Yeah. You got to go. I mean, what do you want Francesa to say? The team stinks.
He does.
What do you want him to tell you, that it's a great team and everything else? No, he's going to tell you how it is. That's who Francesa is.
It is who he is. And that's New York. In general, the media's tough, you know? So Francesa is just like he's just like we are. He's just, except for he's got
he's getting paid millions of dollars.
Tons. He's number one. I'm number one.
Number one.
But he don't hold back. That's why I love him, because he don't hold back. A lot of people, that's what I said. People tell me a lot of times, I'm like Mike Francis. And I said, yeah, I'm kind of like Christopher Mad Dog Russo. I listened to those guys for so many years, I think I've taken on both of their personalities. And I had it anyway.
So you got a split personality disorder.
I got a lot of freaking personality disorders. Oh, John Letourneau, you're the man, brother. Thank you so much for the super chat. Dilly says, the Entertainah and Baddog. Enough Giants talk. Let's talk Eagles instead. Stand up and Stella! Y'all are the best. Eli is a Hall of Famer, no doubt. Thank you so much, my good man, Dilly, brother. Much appreciated.
Can't talk Eagles. John, we love you. We hate your team.
Yeah, I hate you.
We love you. We hate your team. But the Eagles, I'll tell real quick about your Eagles. Ton of injuries for that team. Ton of injuries.
Yeah, well, we don't have them.
Well, I don't feel bad for them.
No,
I don't feel bad for them. But they might have a tough time winning this week. I forget who they're playing. I don't remember, but I remember thinking they could lose this week. And I know they got the Packers next Thursday.
Yeah. Batgirl says, I don't want this to happen. With the way quarterbacks have gone down, we could see Eli back again. You never know. Stranger things have happened. I don't think the Giants should entertain a trade. I don't know if anybody's coming looking for Eli, Batgirl. But that'd be the only way Eli gets back in there. Is with an injury, and hopefully that does not happen. But I guess we'll see what happens. Eli Manning will take this. He'll help out any way he can.
Oh, he's gonna handle it the right way.
That's how he is.
But as far as Eli Manning, when he first got benched, I looked around the league and I said, okay, here's the possible situations. You've got the Jaguars and you've got the Steelers. The Steelers seem comfortable so far, bringing in the rookie third year now, right?
Yeah, third year. Yep.
Yeah, and Minshew's look good. So I don't see either team going after Eli Manning. So I don't think there's a trade partner out there. I really don't.
I don't either, unless somebody else goes down during the year. If Carson Wentz gets hurt, maybe we trade him to Philly.
The Jets. People brought up the Jets, actually. But the Jets aren't winning anything this year. So why are they going to trade for them?
Yeah.
But, to hold the fort for 4 weeks or so with Darnold out after he kissed Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah. Patriots infected Demaryius Thomas and sent him over there. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. It's good stuff. Boy, the Jets stink. Yeah. But,
Lamar Jackson overrated. Christian, I don't know about that. He's played pretty damn good first 2 weeks. I'll say that. He's proven a lot of people wrong against inferior competition. Don't get me wrong, but he's looked good, Lamar Jackson. Yeah. I'd be happy if he was a Giant right now the way he's playing.
Yeah, if Daniel Jones can do what he's doing, that'd be fantastic. Of course, he doesn't have the same guys to throw to. I wish we had a Hollywood Brown to throw to, but hey, By the way, we got 143 people in the house, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday night. Really appreciate it. Please spike that like, guys. Hit that thumbs up. Helps out the stream a ton. If you're new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. We do this every week, twice a week. Once is on the Entertainah channel, once is on mine. So go into the description, click on the link to the Entertainah Talking Sports. Sub him up. Sunday will be on my channel. Both of us doing the Giants-Bucks game for Daniel Jones' debut. And then, of course, we'll turn around Sunday night. And it's escaping me that they have Sunday night game. I think it's a good one, but I cannot think of what the hell it is. The hell
It's escaped me too. I'm just thinking Giants right now. It's escaped me too.
Oh, Jesus.
But I will remember. And I just wanted to say, I saw Authentic came in, one of my best subscribers. He actually started a Giants podcast. So if you guys are Giants fans, go. I want to be on that podcast in the coming weeks. I love it. I checked it out. It's great. Go on over there and check that out, guys. Authentic. He's got a great show over there.
Oh, yeah,
nice. Owens, I'm doing a call-in show on Saturday. Every the night before the game, I always do a call-in show for the Giants. So I'll be doing a call-in show Saturday night, previewing the game. So if you want to call in about the Giants, that's when we'll do it.
Rams and Browns.
The Browns versus Rams. That's a decent game.
That's what I said. That's a pretty good game. And we had old friend Odell Beckham and Big Mouth Baker last Monday, so we get him again.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that one. Obviously, we're rooting for the Rams.
Yeah.
Only Cowboys fans give thumbs down. Yeah, you get that. Yeah, last night I had 28 thumbs down. 28 people without a television set.
Yeah, it happens. Giants D will dominate this Sunday. Oh, I hope you're right, Glax. I hope you're right. I feel fine, Danny. I'm just tired. It's been a very stressful week for me. Very stressful.
Whatchamacallit? I'm a little optimistic about the D this week. I'm still nervous about it, but like we said, they looked like they started catching the playbook in the second half last week. So hopefully, I just think it's not a good matchup. I'm really worried about Arians' offense. I don't think it's a good matchup, but we'll see.
I don't worry about it. I don't think our defense can be worse, so I don't worry about it. I think
You're
they have
right.
nowhere to go but up, so I don't worry about it. Batgirl, I was never retired. I said I was going to take a break from making videos for a little while, but I wasn't going anywhere as far as retiring or anything. I'm not doing that. And I'm not doing that anyway. I just like
taking a little break.
I'm not even taking a break. I was just stressed out today. Stressed. Life stuff, guys. Life stuff happens. Yeah,
it happens. Just take a nap. I know you always say that you like to take naps.
There's nothing like a nap on a Saturday afternoon. So good.
What's going on, King? Thank you for popping in.
When you young people in the chat get to be my age and have kids, you'll appreciate a nap. Trust me. It's good stuff.
What happened? Replace everyone? Well, they're still young ones, but I'll say this. Some of the guys definitely need to be replaced. I'll agree with that. What happened in the 43-13 loss to the Titans by the Browns last week? The Titans, it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And the Titans ran the ball down their throat. That's what happened. They ran the ball down their throat.
Yeah.
What's going on, Alex Sports? Thank you for popping in, buddy.
Yeah. What if Eli became a coach? I don't think Eli would ever become a coach. He's got a wife. He's got 3 kids. I can't see him doing it. You slept all day, Authentic. Nah, I'm jealous. I'm jelly.
He's trying to add to your stress by trolling us, Batgirl, yeah. Batgirl told me she watched my AB video. She's a Patriot fan. She's happy that they let him go. And I agree. They had to do it.
She should be. She should be.
Yeah.
You're just trying to add to my stress, Batgirl. Appreciate it. Oh, man.
Blue Jackets. I didn't watch the game, but from what I saw, I thought Derrick Henry had a good game against them. Week 1. Didn't he have a good game against them Blue Jackets?
Maybe. Slayton is playing Big Blue Yellow, yes. The Phillies ace says Winston stinks. The Giants should win. Yeah, well.
I remember he had a good game, Henry, I thought, Week 1.
He could have.
Yeah. But maybe I'm wrong. I follow the Giants. Yeah. Slayton is playing Big Blue Yellow, but Slayton is playing. I hear that Antonio Brown likes his woman like he likes his coffee freshly grown. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Jeez. Julian Love needs to get faster and react quicker. He'll learn that with experience. DieHardGiantsFan. I mean, that's really what it takes is reaction time. You got to get out there and learn it. You can only do so much by watching film. Like as I said, and I mentioned this before the season started. In order to really get yourself acclimated to the NFL, you have got to play against that speed to understand. Thank you so much for the super chat, Batgirl. Dilly. She says, I love you, Baddog. Hugs you. I appreciate that, Batgirl. We love you, too. Dilly, thank you so much. And a $5 boom! Much appreciated, Batgirl.
Batgirl's awesome. Batgirl's awesome.
Yes, she is.
And Batgirl, I'm probably going to do that video that you asked me to do. It'll probably get about 350 views, like the other one I did today, but I'm probably going to end up making it.
I still got to talk to Batgirl about that October 12th Longhorns and Sooners game.
Oh, yeah. What's going on, Robert Bird? Thank you for tuning in the stream, buddy. Yeah. He says, I think Shepard and Slayton should be playing Sunday. Well, Slayton's going to play.
Yes.
They said, and Shepard's going to play.
Yep,
both of them are going to play. Both of them are going to play.
Yeah.
But thank you again, everybody, for being here. We do appreciate it. What's going on, Jack Vegetables? Baddog's favorite name in the chat.
That's one of my favorite names right there, Jack Veggies.
Guys, Shermer, he deserves to get ripped apart. Oh, there you go. You got one.
Hey, that's what we're talking about, Mike Francesa. John, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, man. Dilly, can we watch the Giants punt to Jackson on replay? I'm not gonna watch it. You can watch as much as you want. But thank you so much for the $2. Boom! That doesn't even bother me as much as 2008. 2008 was the worst one.
To me, that was the worst.
It was
stupid. I remember before that play, I said, just punt it out of bounds.
Yeah.
And they punt it right to him.
DieHardGiantsFan, thank you for dropping the links to my hoodies. Because the Baddog hoodies are available now. And you can buy them in any size. There's 2 different styles. So DieHardGiantsFan was kind enough to stick them in there. Yes, I have a transparent image for the corner of your screen like you have. Oh, okay, cool. You'll just have to have DWD crop it for you. Okay. Will do.
And Peppers needs to step up on D. Yeah, I agree with that. He hasn't made many big plays so far. Everybody, not just Peppers individually, but
that's what I was going to say.
The whole defense, all 11 of them need to step up.
Sorry, John. That's right. $2 Stella! That's right. My bad. But yeah, I was gonna say the same. Everybody on the D needs to step up, not just Peppers.
Yeah, the whole defense. But he's supposed to be one of the better players. I get where he's going.
Yeah. So is Jonas Jenkins, and he sucks.
Yeah. When we start winning again, watch all the haters disappear. You're gonna see all the haters disappear, Owens, and then you're gonna see a bunch more Giants fans because that's how it works. You get a lot of people that jump on the bandwagon when the team starts playing good.
Would I box Pat Shermer? Yeah, put me in the ring with him. If he thinks what Francesa did to him was something, I'll punch him until he runs Saquon Barkley. I want to punch Shermer in the head every time he doesn't run him.
He might not. This might not be the place for him if Francesa is going to bother him like that.
Oh God! I mean, it's Mike Francesa. You know what he brings.
Yeah.
I have to listen to that. I listened to the end, not him interviewing Shermer, but when he talked about Shermer, saying he was canceling, and he just said he didn't think he was confrontational, but it's Francesa. I have to listen to it. The OU does not play tomorrow, Batgirl, so I decided to do Notre Dame and Georgia. So I have to do something. So Oklahoma's off tomorrow. They
got a bye this week?
Yeah, they get a bye always the 4th week.
I told you the coach. Yeah, the coach has been soft. The's no doubt about it.
In the week, yes.
Let's see. Please, I appreciate that, John. I do appreciate that. We are taking questions now. It's 11:02.
Yeah.
I mean, not a ton of news today. I tried to put out as many videos as I could. Not a ton of news. We talked about the Redskins thing. We talked about Mike Francesa. The offensive line ranked number 1 in run blocking. That's nice to see through 2 weeks. Something that I didn't expect them to be that good. I thought they'd be top 10 to 12 this year, but so far against 2 good defenses, they've looked good.
Okay, so they're number 1 in run blocking. We don't run a lot. And
6 in pass blocking.
And at the same time, we've scored, 7 points when it mattered in both games, and then 7 points when it didn't matter in both games. So we scored 17, right? And that's the thing. Now we're gonna see. We're gonna see what Daniel Jones can do. But this is why people got on Eli Manning's case, and it's obviously now. I mean, now it's blatantly obvious. Saquon Barkley is averaging about seriously
9 yards a carry, something like that. 7 or 8, whatever it is.
So, I mean, this is why they made the move.
We'll see. Kid Blue, man, I'm excited to see you week 10 as well.
Yes, Texas.
Now, of course, Barkley's assisting in that, right? The way he runs the football is going to make the offensive line stats look a little bit better.
Of course.
But the O-line is obviously vastly improved.
Oh, God, and this is what we said. I mean, we hoped that it was average. We were hoping it would be an average offensive line, and they've been absolutely phenomenal. Step predictions against the bye. I think we kind of have the same stats. I think I said something like 18 for 26 for 240 yards, a touchdown, and he fumbles once.
Yeah, I said 210, touchdown and a pick with 30 yards on the ground, something like that.
DWG will be here this Sunday. He did not come over last Sunday because I was sick as hell. So I told him that probably better to stay out of this house.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the O-line is decent, Owens. The O-line's been better than decent so far, and it's one of the strengths of the team. only do so far of the season.
Yeah. I think Entertainah just went through a tunnel
there
there
you
when
go.
he was talking. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. I can't talk. Thank you so much for the super chat, David. I really appreciate it. He says, please no video is saying we should get Antonio Brown. You'll never hear that come out for either one of us. But thank you so much, David. Bialaglow for the $5 boom. Really appreciate it.
As a matter of fact, when AB was, this happened about a month ago, when he was rumored to be getting let go, it came out and said before it even happened, do not go after this guy. No way do I want the Giants ever pursuing Antonio Brown.
If they got rid of Beckham, they're not going to take Antonio Brown.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Check, my Texas jersey came in the mail this week, number 8. She's got a Texas jersey, I guess, back row.
Very nice. Whoever that is. She said whoever number 8 is. I love Colin Johnson for them. It's the guy the Giants can look at in the draft.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown needs to step away from the game. He probably is not going to have a chance, or he's probably not going to have any choice.
Great question there, Don Smith. I think he's going to be involved this week. I hope, from what I've read. Skipper, the guy that we got from the Tazar Skipper from the Steelers.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of guys are excited about him. He had 5 sacks in the preseason for the Steelers. If you talk to every Steelers fan, they are pissed off that they let him go.
Really?
And he's filling in for Kareem Martin, who's obviously out. So we may get to see him this week. So hopefully we do.
Well, hopefully we do. We won't be seeing Kareem Martin next year. I can tell that's one of the cuts they're going to make without a doubt.
What's going on, Jeremy Maynard? How you been, buddy? What's going on, Jeremy?
What up, Jeremy? Jabrilla's low-key butt's his word. Yeah, he has not been good.
What's up, EDP's #1 fan? Thanks for popping in, buddy.
What's up, man?
Yeah, third downs are crucial in this game. We've got to be excited to be alive. Well, that's good. Did you go through anything recently, Jeremy? I hope you're all right. Thank you for being in here, buddy. Third down conversions. We touched on that earlier. It's been horrible. 5 for 25, is it? I think through 2 games, something like that. 5
for 23, 5 for 25, and then of course we can't get off the field on third down. So that doesn't help either. That's why the time of possession is skewed as it is.
It's like 2 to 1.
Yeah, because teams convert against us, we don't convert against them.
Right.
Peter, thank you so much on the super chat, my good man. Really appreciate it, brother. Dilly says OBJ does not even compare to AB as being toxic. Exactly. Thank you so much for the $2. Boom! Much appreciated. Yeah, AB's got a lot more. Beckham's stuff is his mouth and just his antics, like the things he does, but he doesn't do anything crazy like that. Appreciate that, Lions. Thank you, my man.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. I saw somebody ask about, can we talk about our other first-round picks omitting Daniel Jones because he hasn't played yet, and how they haven't performed. Yeah, I mean, both those guys are on defense. DeAndre Baker's been getting cooked, and we haven't seen a lot out of Dexter Lawrence. No. So far, through 2 games, you're absolutely right. Now, one thing I will say about both of those players, when you're on a defense with a bunch of other young players, it makes your job a lot harder. It's the same thing, it's kind of what we saw with Landon Collins. Landon Collins looked great in 2016 when he was surrounded by players that were playing great. Mm-hmm. Then when he was asked to do more things than he was capable of doing, he got exploited for his weaknesses. So right now, that is part of the problem with Dexter Lawrence and DeAndre Baker. They don't have a lot of help.
I agree, and I think Dexter Lawrence should be our nose tackle. Don M is in the house. What up, Don? I think he's running. I think B.J. Hill should go to the outside, and I think that.
Well, B.J. Hill is in the outside. Dalvin Tomlinson's the nose tackle.
Well, okay. Well, I think that they should move Dexter Lawrence, but Tomlinson can't play the outside. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Let's see what we got here. Now Pat Shermer is going to be there for another 5 years. I don't think 5 years. I think they give him another full season after this year for sure.
Yeah.
And if there's not a vast improvement, everybody will be fired, to be honest with you, including Gettleman. If Daniel Jones sucks, Gettleman will not keep his job for much longer. Same thing with Shermer. Same thing with that whole team. Their jobs all rely on Daniel Jones. Because nobody thought they should have taken him there at 6. Now everybody's behind him. But if he doesn't perform, a lot of people are going to be without jobs after next season.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Especially with all the cap space they have next year to make the team even better, and another year of drafting. Yeah. So they're going to have one. They're going to have one more year. All of them. Betcher may not, depending on how bad this defense is. Betcher may not get out of this year, but Sherman, you really do not want to take a rookie quarterback and then have him learn a whole new system after we spent all year learning this one. They did it. They did it with the Jets, and they did it with Sam Darnold, and it gave him mono. So I mean.
That was such a horrible idea by the Jets. I mean, granted, if they didn't like Bowles to begin with, they should have fired him then when they drafted Donald, so he could have learned.
I said the same
first
thing.
year. That I didn't understand.
Told that to all Jets fans. I said, I don't know what the hell you're holding on to Todd Bowles for so long for, man. Let him go. He sucks.
Yeah.
You know, he's terrible, man. Yes, the Braves did win, Mr. Lambo. They won the NL East. Yes, they did. Do you think guys think the NFL was way better in the early 2000s? I think the NFL was best in the 80s, but I grew up in the 80s. So
yeah, I think nowadays it's very stat driven. There's a lot of it's all about fantasy football nowadays. You know, a lot of people are player fans more so than team fans. Yeah. It's not the way it used to be.
No, definitely much different. Much different game.
Yeah. You know? I can't take another year of Shermer. Go, Chris. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You're going to get another year of Shermer. I'd be shocked if you don't. You're going to get another year of Shermer. Even if they went like 2-14, I think you're going to get another year of Shermer.
Chris Nolly says Danny Dimes is crushing into Madden, so there's that. Now I'm not a video game player. I don't have time for the video games. The last Madden I think I owned was Madden 2012. But somebody told me that the ratings change through the year. Is that right?
Yeah, that makes sense because it's based off of they update the rosters every day.
Right, so they update the rosters. So could somebody tell me, all you Madden people out there, what is Daniel Jones when the game came out was a 63? Did his rating go up because of his preseason and because he's starting? Where is Daniel Jones' rating today?
I can't imagine it would be much higher. He hasn't played against the first team defense.
I know, but he did play well in the preseason.
Yeah,
so he's a 65. I thought they rated him as a 63.
Nation's saying 68. Chris Nowell's saying 68. Another person saying 65.
Oh, yeah. Nation says he's a 63. Now we have 68. I see 65 and 68.
Half say 65. Either way, he's still in the 60s.
Either way, his rating went up, though.
Yeah.
MH says it's 99. You can only hope.
I'm not a big fan of Shermer myself, but he'll definitely be in next year. Yeah, okay, he's gonna be.
I'm not a fan of him either. I don't like. I mean, I like Snoopy. I don't like that Snoopy though. I don't like Snoopy Shermer. Snoopy Shermer with his. Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? That's Pat Shermer. Doesn't have a clue.
Jerry Jeudy coming to MetLife. It depends how poorly we do. He's definitely one of the guys we're going to be looking at if we pick in the top 5.
I still don't know if Gettleman would go that early on a wide receiver, though. That's the only thing.
Yeah. If he doesn't, then we're not getting him.
I think Coughlin resigned. I think the Giants kind of forced him to resign. I don't think they fired him. I think they forced him to resign.
Who, Coughlin?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the same thing. They just didn't use that.
I know, but...
He took the fall. At the end of the day, Coughlin took the fall.
It should have been Reese.
Should have been Reese. And Coughlin took the fall.
Yep.
I didn't mind getting rid of him if you cleaned house.
Yep.
That's what I always say.
Got rid of
because
Reese,
not that I blame Coughlin, because they had no defense, right? And then they went out and they spent all that money and they help out McAdoo. But so I don't think Coughlin was to blame for the losing, but I understood a change was needed because of year after year after year of mediocre play, disappointing seasons. So I got that, but it should have been everybody, not just Coughlin.
Yeah, should have been Jerry Reese. I mean, he was the main culprit, and then we held on to that guy for 2 more years, and he drafted like shit those 2 years too.
That's why Reese stayed, because of Beckham.
Yeah, exactly.
He got Beckham. Yeah.
I know any college
ball was not the problem.
Yes, Rogue Dog. I know college ball, although I thought Utah was better than they are because they absolutely suck.
Do we have a leader on this defense? Not right now. We don't. Not right now. We don't. Authentic. We don't. I mean, we got Janoris Jenkins right now as the vocal leader. Have a good night, Slurpee. Thank you for popping in.
Yeah, thank you, Slurpee.
Janoris Jenkins right now is the vocal leader, and he's not much of a leader at all. So yeah, we don't have a leader on this defense right now.
No, you would think Antoine Bethea,
Ogletree,
somebody.
Yeah, you would think Ogletree maybe, but it doesn't seem like we have much of a leader at all on this defense at all.
No. Eli reacted more when McAdoo benched him than when Shermer benched him. He was about to cry. We watch him. That's because Eli knew going into this year that eventually he's getting replaced. He knew it.
Yeah.
The Geno Smith thing, he blindsided by that because Geno Smith wasn't our future quarterback. You take a quarterback 6th overall in the draft, you're the starting quarterback. Eli knows.
Yeah. Writing was on the wall.
But in 2017, we're 2-11 and going nowhere anyway. The hell was the point of that? No point.
Yeah.
No point.
Should have been Webb.
And his streak got broken at that point. He didn't have really a streak anymore. That was all done. So I think that's why he was more emotional about that.
Yeah. I agree with that. 100%. It was about it. He had pride in that starting streak. Do you think we're setting up DJ to fail by putting him in early with no weapons?
No.
I could see that perspective. I'll put it that way, Nick. I could see that perspective. I would not have brought him in this week, but I'm behind him. I hope it works out.
I'm just going to say this, Nick. You know what? He's going to come in without weapons, and as the year progresses, he's going to get more and more weapons. This will test his character, and this will give him a really good test. And he should be tested. I mean, he has to be the guy. And throughout his career, and hopefully it's a long career, being a 6th overall pick, you've got to be able to respond to adversity because you're not always going to have your number one guys. I think with Saquon Barkley and this offensive line, Sterling Shepard, T.J. Jones, Darius Slayton, Evan Ingram, I think there's enough weapons there for him to succeed because really the only guy he's missing is Golden Tate and Benny Fowler. I mean, how much better are Latimer and Fowler than, say, Russell Shepard and Darius Slayton if he's healthy?
Yeah, I suppose I would have wanted a full team and maybe a home game, a less challenging team, whatever. You know, it is what it is. He's there. I'm rooting for him. I hope it's the right move.
I guess this is Chris, I think if our offensive line was beat up, you wouldn't have saw this move. But I think because, like you mentioned earlier in the show, the offensive line has played so well that they're confident to make the move. Yep.
I think that was the deciding
factor. Now, I also mentioned this last week, and maybe you guys in the chat will have a different opinion because I don't know how many people are here with us Tuesday and how many are here today. I think that also part of it, and maybe I'm completely wrong, is Eli Manning is 116 and 116 as a career as a starter. I feel like part of it was they don't want him to have a losing record because they know they're not good. If you played another 3 weeks, they could be 0-5. You could be 116 and 119 and never get back to 500. Maybe they did that to kind of say, all right,
possible.
We don't want him to have a losing record, so we're going to take him out right now.
I think the other part of it might have been them saying, well, if Eli goes out there and plays well and we lose, we're not going to be able to bench him.
Right.
Say he plays like he did against the Cowboys. We're not going to be able to bench him, and then he's going to have to come home and get killed at home. They're going to boo the hell out of him with an 0-3 start because we couldn't bench him off a good performance in Tampa Bay. Right. And that might have been part of the thinking as well. So that they're almost trying to save him from having to endure that at Giant Stadium because I think he would have been booed.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think that was coming because, again, maybe not so much for him, but it's the frustration of how bad the team has been for 7 years.
He's the fall guy. He would have been the fall guy.
Of course. 15 years is a long time in the NFL. He is very fortunate, especially considering how many Super Bowls he won. Oh, without a doubt. I mean, listen, it's sad to see us have to move on from a legend. But at the end of the day, I don't feel bad for him. I mean, the guy is going to Canton. You know, I think he's going
to Canton.
I think he's going.
He should be.
He's got a beautiful family. He's made millions of dollars. 2-time Super Bowl MVP. You know, my heart ain't aching for him too bad. He had a very nice career in the NFL. And it's not over. Maybe he catches on someplace. But he
gets out of the game healthy. Never had any major injuries. Never had a concussion that we know of.
Right.
So, you know, he's got his health. He's got his money. He's got his 2 rings. And he goes down as the greatest Giants quarterback ever. That's a pretty good career, if you ask me.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
Let's see. They literally salvaged his career record with 500 because I think how people would scream if he won. It's possible, Don M. That very well could have been the reasoning, or part of the reasoning. It is like Brett Favre leaving, right? That Batgirl. Little different, Batgirl. Little different because Brett Favre was still very good when he got replaced in Green Bay. His last year with the Packers, they went to the NFC title game. They lost to the Giants. They were very close to going to the Super Bowl. And then they replaced him the very next year. They traded him to the Jets. And Brett Favre was still a good quarterback. He went back to another NFC title game with the Vikings a few years later.
Yes, he did. Yep.
Yeah. So it's a little different. Eli's kind of on his last legs. Favre still had some gas left in the tank. But the Packers said, well, we're wasting away this guy Aaron Rodgers on the bench. We see what we've got in practice. We got to get him in there sooner than later.
Yeah. They drafted Aaron Rodgers thinking Brett Favre was not much longer for the team. He said he was retiring in 2007. And,
right.
You know, so I don't know. That was different. Aaron Rodgers was also picked 24th or whatever he was picked. I mean, he slipped way down, which I couldn't believe that he had slipped way down. But
and he sat on the bench for, what, 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years. Anyone catch what Steve Smith said about Gettleman? I did not see it, Chris. Chris Gagg. I did not see it.
What was the question?
Anyone catch what Steve Smith said about Gettleman this week?
I did not.
I'm guessing that's Stephen A. Smith.
No, he's probably talking about the former wide receiver that played for him at Carolina, right?
Maybe. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think they got into an altercation because Smith left for the Ravens.
That's true. Yep.
Yeah, that's probably what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know that story. I know that he hated him, and I know that Norman hated him. They both complained about him. They said that they didn't treat him the right. Same thing basically that you heard from the guys that are now in the Redskins.
Yeah.
You heard from them.
Yeah. Appreciate that, Tyler. I want to work with Mark Holmes again. That was a lot of fun. So I appreciate you coming over and checking out the show tonight, Tyler. Thank you for being here, my good man. That was a lot of fun working with Mark.
Yeah, Mark Holmes I love that channel, Mark Holmes. He's got a great channel over there.
Collins hates him too. That's because Gettleman doesn't cater to people. It's one thing I love about him. He don't give a damn. He don't care what you've done for him, it doesn't matter. He's like, you know what? I don't want you here. Get the hell out of here. He's got balls.
He's all about what he feels is. He might not always be right, but he's always about what's best for the team, not the player, and that's why a lot of players don't like him.
He's got balls, guys. BAWLZ. Balls. Oh man.
Steve Smith said Gettleman was trying to save his job. Yeah, I could see that.
Yes. Thank you, DieHardGiantsFan, for posting a link to the hoodies that are in. The hoodies. Let me show you those real quick. You got the Baddog logo hoodie. Kapow! Right there. You got the Baddog letter hoodie. Kapow! Right there. So check those out, man. Those are the links that DieHardGiantsFan just stuck in there. They got every size from youth extra small all the way up to Andy Reid size. 5X.
Whoa! No, he's at least 6X.
Oh, okay. I don't sell tents. But,
yeah, he's got to be at least a 6X. Somebody said they want to see Cody Core. Yeah, I'd like to see Cody Core. I think he made a catch last week.
He did. Russell Johnson, thank you so much for the super chat, my good man. Dilly, really appreciate it. He says, please support independent broadcasting. Well, yes. Yeah, that's we really appreciate all your support. Just being at this show means the world to us, so thank you. And thank you for the $2 boom! Really appreciate that, my good man. Guaranteed they're saving their asses and their money. Stadium would be empty. Oh, I was reading something else. I just caught that.
Who did you want to draft when the Giants? Oh, he said this many times, Prime Wolf. Who you wanted when they took Eli Apple?
Oh, I wanted Leonard Floyd, but he got swallowed up.
And Conklin, man, he got swallowed up.
Yep. So I honestly didn't even know at number 10. I just know I did not want Eli Apple.
Yeah, that was a reach and a half. I remember just being so pissed off.
I was mad.
What's going on, Noah? Thank you for popping in, buddy. No, you never need to apologize. Are you kidding me, man? Thank you for being here at all. And I appreciate that, LA Lou, man. Thank you for being here, buddy. Yeah, she's been going live more, too. She's got sports, from what I understand.
I saw her go live once, but I didn't know she was going live more. He felt Jones was the right move. He has great field position. Only weakness is he fumbles a lot. Yeah, and that's something he can correct, David. I think I had a lot of Eagles fans tell me the same thing. They were saying, I think it was the right move for you guys to make. And, a lot of them are wishing him well, which I appreciate because even though we hate those teams, it just shows a good deal of respect, that they're not just sitting in there going, I hope he sucks. So,
I did not see that, Chris. I don't know where you get this information from. I wish I saw it. I'd make a video on that. He says Cruz also said that he was at practice and said there was no passion. It was disappointing to see. Yeah, I'm surprised Cruz would come out and say that. It doesn't sound like Cruz would come out and say something like that. I'm surprised.
It doesn't sound like that either. And I don't know how he could possibly think about making a comeback when he missed 2 seasons due to injury and he retired after 2016 or 2019. I mean, Cruz is up there in age. What's up, BJ? How you doing, my man? Thanks for the therapy. Thank you for being here. We all use each other for therapy.
It's a big therapy session.
It is. That's what we say. The shows are big therapy sessions, without a doubt. But you know what? The best therapy is a W. We're going to get that on Sunday.
Chris, have a great night, buddy. Have a great night.
Thanks for being here, Chris.
Thank you to everybody for being here. It's 11:24. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up, guys. Thank you guys for being a part of the stream.
Let's do it, man. If you have not done so, go into the description. Some of the Entertainah Talkin Sports link is there. Sub up this channel if you haven't done so. Ring the bell for both channels, guys. We'll be live on this channel doing the Giants and Buccaneers, Daniel Jones debut. We'll be live here, and then Sunday night, we'll go over to the Entertainah's channel. We'll both be there doing the Rams and Browns. And then, of course, we alternate channels. We do this show twice a week, so we really appreciate you being here. So sub both channels, and let's go Giants, baby!
Yeah, King MV, he is done. And thank you for popping King MV. Yeah, AB's done. He's done.
Yeah, he's definitely done.
And thank you for posting my link there, DieHardGiantsFan. I really do appreciate that.
Definitely done. AB, nobody's
if we have a top 10 pick, what position would you target? Nation says. For me, it's pass rusher.
Linebacker or pass rusher, absolutely. Defense, somewhere in defense.
Yeah. I mean, some might say wide receiver. I got to go pass rusher.
Just feel like our defense is so bad. We just need all the help we can get. We really need a pass rusher bad. Need to get some to alleviate the pressure on the secondary. You know? But
to be completely honest with you, I got to see what they do in free agency before. Because if they spend a lot of money on the pass rusher in free agency, maybe I might have a different answer to that. Maybe I'll say, okay, now receiver makes sense. Now right tackle maybe makes sense. So I got to see what they do in free agency. If they spend $40 million on an edge rusher and a safety, I might say, okay, let's go and draft the right tackle, or let's go and draft the wide receiver. So a lot of it is dependent on what they do in free agency.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, that's true. Whatever they address at free agency, they'll probably draft the opposite.
Yeah.
So I don't know what wide receivers are free agents. I mean, I haven't looked at the free agent class. Obviously, we're
better start looking. If we get off to a bad start, we better start looking.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I know that AJ Green is, but I don't want him. He's old and injury prone.
It seems like another year where the Yankee season is going to end after the Giants season.
Yeah. Like I said, AJ Green at the wide receiver position, I know off the top of my head. I could probably look it up real quick while Baddog's talking. I could probably find you guys the list of free agents. Just give us something to talk about.
Yeah. The whole idea of this year is to figure it out now. Steve Puff can play and figure it out. Exactly, Chris. That's why I think that we brought Daniel Jones in now. This year is probably going to be a throwaway year, so let him make all of his mistakes. Let him get all of his experience. Let him get it all out of the way in a year that we're not going to compete, and get him ready for next year so he can start from week 1 and know the NFL.
Well, that's why they're doing it. That's 100% why they're doing it, is to get him some experience. Well, they know that they're probably not going to do much this year, so might as well throw him in and see what we got.
Right. Thank you for being here.
Real quick, I'm going to pull up the wide receivers. I got it here, and I'll go over the free agents for you guys. I might even do a video on this.
Joe CD. I was just going to say, Joe CD says, shout out to you, Chris, and Baddog from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. So another one of our buddies from north of the border. Thank you for being here, brother.
That's awesome.
Kevo is in the house. Sonny, where your balls chop off, Sonny? Kevo.
So real quick, looking at the free agent wide receivers. AJ Green, 32 years old. Emmanuel Sanders, 33 years old. Larry Fitzgerald, not even going to talk. Devin Funchess, some possibilities, 26. The Colts signed him that big one-year deal. Amari Cooper. A lot of people think he'll re-sign with Dallas, but possibility. Yeah. Randall Cobb is old. Amendola is old. Rashard Perriman, 26. Willie Snead, 27. Robbie Anderson, 27. Allison of the Packers, 26.
I don't like any of those. Maybe Geronimo Allison.
Hearns, 28. Aguilar, 27.
Hell no with him.
Yeah, he drops everything. That's pretty much it. Then, I mean, the biggest guy,
Funchess.
I would say Funchess. Yeah. Funchess. Based on age and upside, I'd go Funchess probably.
Yeah, that's rough. That's a rough wide receiver class. Yeah, they might have to draft a wide receiver.
Let me look up the edge rusher real quick. We'll see who's available.
My man CeeDee Lamb is going to be there. Sonny wants to chop Kevo's balls off now. He might. I love that cat, man. The cat's awesome. Yep, Daniel Jones era starts in Tampa, Joe. No doubt about it. I think we're going to win. I think we're going to win, obviously. You're not a Funchess fan either. I don't like any of them.
None of those guys popped off the page for me.
No.
Willie Snead's okay for a cheap contract, I guess.
Yeah.
But none of them popped off the page. What's going on, Brandon Rogers? And then as far as the edge rusher goes, Von Miller, but I think they have a team option, 31 years old. Clowney signed, right? Extension.
Did he? And it doesn't matter. I don't want him anyway.
Oh no, he didn't. They traded for me. He didn't sign an extension.
Yeah, I don't want him. He can't sign. I don't think he can sign an extension until after June.
Okay.
Yep.
Who else? Everson Griffin, Dante Fowler Jr. There's no other big names. Everybody else is in their 30s.
Yeah.
It's tough. Not looking pretty there at that position.
It's tough. We should draft the pass rusher. I agree. Africanus, Rivera, I agree with you. We need defense bad. 28-14, Braden. If we could hold Tampa Bay to 14, I will be shocked. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Everson Griffin is available. Yeah, Owens. And yeah, you asked me when my merch is coming out. Right now, I'm really focused on my content. But I will have the merch out sooner than later. As you know, right now, I'm all about the content, putting out. And then as my channel grows, I'll have the merch out, though, sooner than later. You guys will see some, no doubt about it.
67-14, I would love that, too. That'd be great.
I'll take 2-0. That's what I always say. Just get a win.
Just win.
Just get a win.
Just win, baby. Just win.
I'd like to draft CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, a lot of people want CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
A lot of people want CeeDee Lamb.
Well, you know me. I told you, give me Clemson's defense and give me Oklahoma's offense, and you build yourself a winner. I mean, it's true. So you got to do it.
And I appreciate that, Owens. Thank you very much, buddy. Yeah. Devin Bush. That was another guy. He had a great combine, the middle linebacker. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Authentic, did he go before we picked at 17? Because I remember thinking I might want him at 17. I wanted either him or the guy the Redskins got, the pass rusher.
Montez Sweat?
Sweat. Yeah, I wanted Bush or Sweat there at 17.
We could have had Sweat was there at 17.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bush was gone.
I think Bush was gone, too. I
think he was gone. Who did Green Bay get? I get him and the other guy mixed up.
Oh, the running back?
No, Green Bay took a
Rashawn Gary.
That's a guy. They're both from Michigan. I get them confused.
Yeah.
He went before 17. You think we'll go 6-10 probably? Trevor Josh Reynolds. Could use him.
Yeah, Green Bay got Gary. That was a good pickup. I don't know how he's playing, but I liked Gary there where Green Bay got him at 12. High upside player.
Yeah. What up, Cincy Bengals fan? What's going on, man?
I really like what the Packers did. Their defenses look great.
Yep. Well, we both picked them to win the division before the year started. So,
but that goes to show you pick up a couple of pieces in free agency like they did. Yeah. Their defense sucked last year. Now they got a good defense.
We wanted all the guys they pretty much took.
I know. Zadarius Smith, I thought was a great pickup by them. Amos, they picked up some really good players.
Yeah. And boys for life, you're right. That's probably where Antonio Brown's going to end up is in the XFL. You're probably right. What up, Angel Rodriguez?
He'd fit there, that's for sure.
Yeah, he would. Maybe Kaepernick could go there too, and Kaepernick could throw to him. That'd be, you want to get ratings in the XFL, there you go, get those two guys.
He pissed away so much money, Antonio Brown.
It's because he's a nut job, man.
Unbelievable. What do you have, $30 million of guaranteed money?
Yep.
What an idiot.
Yeah, they're all idiots.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but they're guys that do that. They're all idiots. Yeah.
What is wrong with... Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him.
He's a psychopath. I did a video on it. He's a lunatic. He's a psycho. He's a psycho.
They'd probably pay him a good amount of money, though, because he'd bring ratings to the XFL.
Oh, God, yeah. Same thing with Kaepernick.
Kaepernick would be the biggest because he's a quarterback.
Mansell is going to end up in that league.
If I'm the XFL, I'm going after Kaepernick. I'm going after Manziel. I'm going after Tebow. I'm going after all these retreads, these famous college quarterbacks that people want to see.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, come on, here's $2 million. Come and play in my league.
Yeah.
And,
I don't think Tebow would do it.
He seems to love baseball. I don't get it. He's never going to make the team, but seems to love baseball.
Yeah. Entertainah and the dog working late into the John Freeman, what's going on, my man? Yeah, we do this Tuesday and Friday, pretty much 10:20 to midnight.
Yeah, twice a week we do this show, 10:20 to midnight.
If an XFL team offered me a deal, would I sign? I would die in the first play. I get killed. I'm 43, man. I ain't playing no damn football. I have a hard enough time chasing my kid around.
Why doesn't Kaepernick get another chance in the NFL? Arku, I think at this, he was blackballed. We get asked this question all the time. Yeah. He was blackballed. Nobody's going to deny that. But at this point, he's been in the league for 3 years.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Yep. Don't forget Baker Mayfield will be in the XFL with his... I think Baker's going to have a long NFL career. Baker's good.
Baker's good.
Play.
Yeah, Baker
can play. Kaepernick had one really good rookie season. He really fell off after his rookie season.
Yeah. No, he did. Yeah, first couple of good years, but yeah, he fell off. And Chad says, "Are you guys more or less excited about Giants football at this point in the season?" Well, I'm less because we're 0-2 compared to the start of the season, but we're excited for the quarterback. You know, we're excited for the quarterback, and we're excited to see I at least am excited to see the defense mature over the course of the season. I think that will be fun to watch because I do think they're going to get better. But I don't think they're going to be great, all year. But I think they'll get better over the course of the season. And I just lost the chat.
Word, I am definitely not Uncle Rico. Uncle Rico still thinks he can play. I know I can't.
That's a great movie. You seen that movie?
Oh, I love that movie.
Napoleon
Dynamite.
I
love it. That's a fantastic movie. That's really good. Really good stuff. I don't know why. I just love it. I love it.
Yeah. It's a great movie.
Mr. Speed says I'm 47 and I feel like I'm going to croak just going up a flight of stairs. I do stairs pretty well. But, I enjoy going up and down the stairs. That's why I work my legs out so I can take the stairs. The hell with the elevator escalator. Give me the stairs. I take them all the time.
You don't take the elevator? So you go into an apartment building with 6 floors, you got to go up to the 6th floor, take the stairs?
I'm taking the stairs.
Really?
Yeah. Now, if I'm going up 15 flights of stairs, the hell with that. I want to get there at a decent time. But now with a 2-year-old, no. I'm not going up 6 flights of stairs with him. I'd be there all day. So, yeah.
Right.
When I was your age, I could throw football over those
AB
routes.
got $9 million for one game. Yeah, King Envy, that's the NFL, buddy.
It's crazy, man. I guess that helps my fantasy team out because I had Josh Gordon, and now I don't have to worry about Antonio Brown taking all the freaking crap away from him. Made a Saquon highlight mix. Nice. Very nice, Adrian. I'll have to check that out.
And no way, Rivera. He says, somebody asked us this last week. If the Giants get to the playoffs, will they switch back to Eli? No.
Ask that last week. No. I mean, why would you? I mean, if we're 0-2 and Daniel Jones brings us to the postseason, why would you go back to Eli? And I used this last week or on Tuesday. Tony Romo was healthy, and they stuck with Dak Prescott, right? I mean, Dak Prescott had played all year. Tony Romo was healthy. Came in the last drive he ever played with Dallas. Came in, went right down the field against the Eagles, scored a touchdown, and that was it.
Right.
They didn't go back to Tony Romo in the playoffs. They stuck with Dak Prescott. So Daniel Jones comes in and say he wins 10 out of the last 14 games and he's 10-4. Why would you ever go back to Eli Manning?
They're sticking with him. And we're not going to the playoffs.
It'd take a miracle.
Yeah. Speaking of Dak, is he worth $40 million? Yes.
Oh, pay him.
Yes. I was telling Goat, who's a big Cowboys fan of ours, I was telling him I hope Dak wins the MVP this year.
Yeah, pay him. Yeah.
Pay him all the money you can, whatever you can give him, give it to him.
Yeah, $45 million maybe.
I hope Amari Cooper has 4,000 yards receiving. I hope Dak throws for 10,000 yards, and I hope those guys get paid the highest receiver, highest quarterback in the league.
Do it. Definitely do it. What's up, D-Man Entertainment? What's going on, Vincente? I know 2016 defense was really good, and then that same defense fell apart the next year. Don't really understand how the hell that happened.
Yeah, the 2016 defense was phenomenal, but I think we know what happened. They signed a bunch of veterans that were on their last legs, and they played great for 1 year, and then the rush showed a little bit.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That and it just started off bad. Dallas Sharon is in the house. It should be retired, the giant goat of all time. I don't know who you're talking about.
I guess he's talking about Eli.
But he's not the giant goat of all time. That would belong to Lawrence Taylor. There's nobody. That's the greatest defensive player in the history of football. So I don't care who Lawrence Taylor played. He would have been their ultimate goat. Because Lawrence Taylor.
Maybe it means at the quarterback position.
Oh, God. Well, the quarterback's not close.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Giants won't make the playoffs this year, but maybe next year. Yeah, next year's possible. I think 2 years is more realistic, but next year's possible if we bring in the right guys.
Yeah. Has any player changed the game of football as much as LT? Hell no.
I could argue one guy, but he's up there. I might argue Peyton Manning. I think he changed the game tremendously at the quarterback position.
I don't know. I mean, Lawrence Taylor changed defenses, man. He
was phenomenal.
He had to. And all these guys that stripped the ball away, that was Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah. There's no defensive player that changed the game more.
God, he was ridiculous, man. Remember the Giants are 8-time NFL champs. This is true. I can tell you the years, too. 27, 34, 38, 56, 86, 90, 07, and 2011. There you go. There's our
the human encyclopedia back at
it. There you go. You know what's sad is we've lost 12 championships. Played in 20 championship games. We've lost 12 of them.
That's great. I did not know that.
Yeah.
We've only lost 1 Super Bowl.
Yep.
So we lost 10 championships?
Yeah, 11.
From 1925 to 1967.
Giants were in it almost every year.
Wow. I did not know that.
I think the last year we were there was 19. Well, we weren't in the championship, but the Eagles played the Packers in 1960. Maybe, I think 58. That might have been maybe 63. I can't remember the exact last year we were in the championship, but we did. We lost a lot of championships.
The Packers dominated back then, right? They had a ton of them,
1960, they started to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won two.
They won five. They won 5 championships in the 60s. So they won 3 championships and 2 Super Bowls. It's because my grandfather Vincent Lombardi, Giants coach, by the way, guys. Lombardi and Landry are both coordinators on the 58 team that played in the greatest game ever played and lost 23-17 to the Colts in overtime. So
that I knew. I knew Lombardi was originally a Giant.
Yeah.
Ranking Taylor Strahan and Carter. No one has impacted the game more than Drew Stanton. I agree with you, Chris. Now I would go Drew Stanton.
Definitely. I mean, that guy was incredible. I don't know which Carter you're talking about, Billy Bob.
Jared Williams, you have a great night, buddy.
Yeah, Jared, have a great evening, my man. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. Who's more clutch?
Nope. Well, you could argue a couple of people, but Eli's certainly up there.
Joe Montana was pretty clutch. I give him that.
Brady,
definitely. I mean,
Eli's up there though.
Bradshaw's pretty clutch. I'll
tell you one. Flacco's pretty clutch when you go back and look at his playoff success.
He had one good year.
Well, the year before he was great too, and they got screwed against the Patriots. They should have won the game in the AFC Championship game.
Nah, they should have never beat Brady. Nobody should beat him.
He's not on Eli's level, but Flacco had a couple of really nice playoff performances.
Yeah. But, it's quite a bit, man.
Ashley, yes you can. Ashley Knuckles, can I get one question answered? There it is. No, but go ahead and ask your question. Go ahead and ask your question. And Angel Rodriguez, we can only hope.
Yeah, I wish. What up, Doozer? Eli only beats Brady. Well, he beat a couple other guys.
Steve Young was a great quarterback. Tiki and Rondé Barber brothers will be on the broadcast for the Giants game on Sunday. Really? That's pretty cool.
Wow. Boy, they're going to have a lot of fun ripping Eli Manning.
Oh,
Tiki has not done that. I mean, Tiki's been pretty positive about the Giants.
Yeah, I think he's trying to mend that relationship with the team.
Perhaps.
You know, he got in the Ring of Honor. I think it was at that game, actually. It was at that game where he got in the Ring of Honor.
Well, he should. I mean, he was our greatest running back ever.
Without
a doubt. People don't understand how good Tiki Barber was. And I'll tell you what, man. I've told Cowboys fans that he was better than Emmitt Smith, and they had a fit. And I say, go look at the numbers, man. That guy ran for over 10,000 yards, retired in the prime of his career, and didn't start the first 3 years of his career. So from 2000 to 2006, this guy pretty much rushed for about 8,500 to 9,000 yards. It was ridiculous. And
he was great. I named my dog after him. It was great.
He had over 3,500 yards his last 2 seasons in the NFL rushing. Crazy.
And he was a great receiver.
Yes. He had over 5,000 yards receiving, 5,500 yards receiving. He was amazing. Tiki Barber was so good. Tiki Barber was Saquon Barkley. Well, not as shifty and not as strong, obviously, but what I mean by that is every time we'd play, give it to Tiki! Give it to Tiki! Run the ball, you know?
Oh, he was great. He was phenomenal.
Yeah.
We missed a couple of questions. That's all right. We'll just keep asking you questions, guys. All these quarterbacks play better than the players.
I would definitely want Saquon over Tiki. I mean,
talent-wise. Yeah. You still got to go. Tiki is the best Giant ever, but because it's only been 1 year, but Saquon has more talent.
All right, John Freeman, have a great night, my man. Entertainah drinking vodka.
Am I drinking vodka? I don't drink vodka.
That's rough. Vodka.
Yeah, vodka.
There are a lot of rookie quarterbacks playing this Sunday because of injuries. Well, who?
What was the question?
There's a lot of rookie quarterbacks playing.
Minshew. Minshew's one of them.
Right. Well, he's been playing.
Because of Foles' injury. Obviously, Daniel Jones is playing, but not because of an injury.
Right. Kyler Murray started this year.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Cam's out, so maybe they're gonna play. What's his name?
Oh.
Greer.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I don't know if Greer's gonna play.
Well, he's got to.
I thought they said somebody else.
What are you drafting Greer for if you're not going to play him? Will Greer's going to stink, mind you, but I don't know what they did that for. And
Adam, we hope to get to meet you too, man.
Yeah.
We hope to get to meet you too. Rudolph is not a rookie though. He's been in the league for 3 years.
Yes, yeah, he was drafted the same draft as Kyler Laletta was. I wanted the Giants to take Mason Rudolph. Yeah, what up, Jaden Dawkins? We are lit. I believe the defense will play.
Let's see what's.
It could be. It could lift the whole spirit of the team.
Yeah, Cam Newton's out, and he's not. Somebody just said the other starter. It is not Wilger. It's somebody else. Somebody just said it, but I lost it. But it's not him. Luke Falk. Okay, Luke Falk, Minshew, Kyle Allen. That's the quarterback that's.
I didn't even know Luke Falk was a rookie. I didn't even know who the hell he was.
That was the third stringer for the Jets, right?
Yeah, but I didn't know he was a rookie. I
yeah.
Saying. Haskins is not starting. LSU, Rogue Dog, whoever it is, they're like a 23.5-point favorite. It's nobody good.
If the Giants finish 4-11 or worse, does the coach? You mean 4-12 or worse? Does the coach stay? I hate him. Johnny, I really think he's going to stay no matter what because of the rookie quarterback. I really do.
Yeah.
I got a good question for you. I might start a Giant. We appreciate that's one of the best questions we ever get. And yeah. I think Ashley was the one that asked me to get to that question. Is the pass rusher we picked up from the Steelers playing on defense? From what I heard, he's not going to start. You're talking about Skipper. Not going to start, but I think he's going to potentially be in the rotation, yes.
Yeah. Prime Hakeem next year, OBJ, Odell Beckham.
Gotta go with Odell
Beckham is ridiculous talent. Ridiculous.
Gotta go with Tiki Barber over Ahmed Bradshaw. I know Bradshaw won some Super.
Tiki Barber.
Yeah, Tiki Barber.
Tiki Barber's the best running back we've ever had.
Yeah, Bradshaw was very good, but not near that level.
I appreciate that, Adam. That's one of the best compliments you could pay us to say you might start a Giants channel because of you guys. We really appreciate that very much. I mean, anytime we can inspire somebody to make videos, that means the world to us. So thank you.
Listen, guys, I love Hakeem Nicks, and yeah, he was definitely more of a winner. He won a Super Bowl. I love Nicks, and if Nicks never got hurt, he would have been better than Odell Beckham, probably with his tenure with the New York Giants, because he would have had more success with the team. So if he never got hurt and stayed healthy, I'd say that. But what Beckham did his first 3 years, he had more receiving yards than any wide receiver in the history of the sport. And I'm not the biggest Beckham fan, but I got to give him props. I mean. He was a great player for the New York Giants. I got to give him the nod over Nicks.
All you got to do is look at what he did against the Jets. I mean, that was his. I said to Chris when we were doing that game, that was a microcosm of his entire career at the Giants. Makes a ridiculously spectacular one-handed catch along the sideline. Leaves his team out to dry. Goes into the locker room early with some undisclosed injury. He had to get off the field with like 30 seconds going to half. Then he takes an 8-yard slant and takes it 89 yards at a house. So that's what Odell Beckham did for us the entire time he was here. But Cleveland won. We usually lost.
He's the only player I've ever seen do that once. He did it 3 times now. He did it twice last year, where he left the play before the half.
Yep.
When they were getting set to throw a pass play, he did it twice, and then he did it again last week.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I agree with that, Steven Teixeira, because Cruz was. That year with the Giants is the greatest year in Giants history at the wide receiver position. And other than Eli Manning, he was the reason we won that Super Bowl. He was incredible. He shot life into that team. So in terms of an impact where it really matters, I agree with you. Yeah, Victor Cruz is a Giants legend.
OBJ never did anything impactful for us. I guess OBJ against the Cowboys. That second game against the Cowboys, he took the slant all the way. Victor Cruz with a big play against the Jets, a 99-yard touchdown, 3rd and 10. That was our season. That turned the whole season
biggest plays
around.
in Giant history.
Yep, turned the whole season.
And then the Niners, the first half was incredible.
Yeah, he destroyed Carlos Rogers in that. Because he said Rogers shut him down the first game they played. He said he wanted to, get back, and I think he had 10 catches in that game.
Yeah.
No. Cruz was very good for us. It's a shame he got hurt. Y'all put so much work into doing this, and I love it. I mean, you guys, I guess you get down to what fans of the Giants really want to hear. No bull, no fluff, and you guys have real expectations. We appreciate that, Christopher Taylor. Appreciate that very much.
Try to keep it in perspective.
Yeah.
I think Chase Young will be the next best pass rusher. Everybody loves Chase Young.
Yep. That Ohio State defense is freaking nasty.
Yeah. I'll take him.
We'll take him.
Yeah. He's a 4-3 guy. That's what I've heard. So you worry about that a little bit. But if he's that good, it won't matter.
If our defense is that bad and we're drafting that high, Betcher's not going to be here anyway. So maybe we go back to the 4-3.
There you go. I think I like Cruz, but Nix was better. I mean, that year that Cruz had is nobody could top. But Nix is one of my favorite Giants. He had the 5X gloves. He, of course, caught that Hail Mary against the Packers. When Nix was healthy, he was phenomenal. Yeah, he was approaching a top 7-8 receiver in the league before the injuries.
Yeah, Nix had big games against the Falcons and the Packers in that postseason. And yes, I remember shaking Hakeem Nix's hand. And I got big hands. Again, my hands are pretty good size. When I shook that guy's hand, it was like it grabbed my wrists. His hands were stupid big, like dumb. Beckham, same thing. Beckham had some massive hands. Just massive.
Well, it makes sense with the one-handed catches and everything.
Ridiculous hands. His receivers have got enormous hands.
Hey, Entertainah, tell Skipper to call Gilligan and the professor and Mr. Howell and whoever else to help our defense.
That's right. Ginger. May have Ginger out there. Do you see the Giants? Do you see the Giants hiring a former player? Sims will never coach. Sims is old, and Bavaro really doesn't do anything with football anymore. So I can't see either one of those guys. I would like to get Singletary a chance. Mike Singletary, I'd like to give him a chance. Defensive coordinator. I actually thought they were going to do that this year, but they did not. Or last year, and they did not.
And Jerry Reese, as long as you're not the one that does the hiring, I'm completely fine with it.
Thank you for being here, Steven. If we could brighten your day up just a little bit, man, we're happy. We're happy we can do that for you.
Yeah, Steven, man. Thank you for being a great supporter.
Yeah.
Eli's our next. I don't see it, Chad. It's very rare that you see a player of his caliber become a head coach and be successful. Yeah. I doubt it. I really do doubt it.
Yeah.
If there was going to be Romo, I could see. I mean, you see what he does up in the booth. He knows what he's doing.
He does. He definitely does. Romo would be a very good coach.
Maybe an offensive coordinator, something like that.
Very good coach. Sims fleet flicker to Mark Jackson. Love that touchdown. Yeah.
Darnell's funny, man.
Darnell's in the house. Yes. He just got back with his friends where they had Sega Genesis. Sonic. I loved Sonic, man.
I was a Sonic and Knuckles guy. Remember the Sonic and Knuckles game?
Yes. I just like the original Sonic that came with the Genesis.
Yeah.
But Darnell is drinking that Honey Jack.
Oh, he always is.
Yeah.
Who is better, Plaxico or Nix? You got to go with Plaxico.
Plaxico or who?
He said Hicks, but I'm assuming Nix. Hakeem Nix.
Oh, that's tough.
I got to go with Plaxico.
It's tough. So
Plaxico came in 05, right?
Goose brought the sports back to his name. Goose 76 Sports is back now. It was Goose 76. Now it's Goose 76 Sports.
There you go. I got to go Plax because he was 95, 96. 05, 06, 07 Super Bowl, and then he was great with the 08 team before he shot himself. So he gave us 4 years and won a Super Bowl with us. I got to go Plax.
I mean, but Nix is good for us from 09 through 2012.
If I remember correctly, I'm going to look up his numbers. I'm pretty sure Nix only had 2 1,000-yard seasons, I think.
How many did Burris have? I don't even remember. So long ago with Burris. What do I know about Atari 2600? I know I'm old enough to have owned one of those when I was a kid back in 1981, Road Dog. With the wood paneling and the terrible 4-bit graphics. You guys know I got that Jack, babe. Of course, Darnell. Why wouldn't you?
He's always got the Jack.
Yeah.
It's just a shame with Nick. I can't believe he only had 31 touchdowns for his career.
Who?
Nix.
That's crazy.
So in his rookie year was 09, 790 yards. Then he had 1,052 with 11 touchdowns and 1,192 with 7 touchdowns. Then the next year he only had 692 yards, 896 yards, and then he was off the team.
Burris?
So I'll tell you, Burris. I know he had a couple of years with a lot of touchdowns. I remember he had a 3-touchdown game, Burris.
How far can Jones throw when he throws a deep ball? I honestly don't know, Angel. I honestly do not know. Do you remember Pong? I do remember Pong. My older cousin had it. Bought some 2600 games today. Here you go, Afghanistan. I only played SNES emulator. I played Genesis 2. SNES seems better because of the great games. Nintendo, the first Nintendo, just regular NES, my favorite gaming console of all time.
All right. So as far, I don't mean to interrupt you there. Go ahead.
No, I'm just reading the chat.
As far as Burris goes, 12-14, 7 touchdowns, 9-88, 10 touchdowns, and 10-25, 12 touchdowns. Yeah. And then 2008, obviously half a season, he had 454, 4 touchdowns. I got to go Burris. I mean, he had 33 touchdowns just in his 4 years with the Giants. Knicks had 31 for his career. Yeah. So I got to go with Burris. But both great Giants.
Not anymore, Javon. Years ago, I used to watch AVGN. Do you think Bill Belichick will ever return to coach for Big Blue? I don't think so, Steven. There was talk about that when they got rid of McAdoo. I mean, there was rumblings that Belichick could end up coming back here. I wish. Do you think?
I remember that. Yeah.
Wish he
never. That would be
great. Monty Toomer was a great receiver for us, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, one of the best Giants of all time.
Yeah.
Instrumental in that playoff run in 07. He had the huge game against Dallas before the half.
Yes.
He was great, Monty Toomer.
Ashy Knuckles says ColecoVision was a joint. I loved Mr. Do for ColecoVision. Yep, I liked ColecoVision. Didn't understand what the numbers were on the damn controllers for, but I did. Way overtaken as Moss. He's too young to remember these gaming consoles.
William Watson, yeah, Hilliard was. I think he was second round. Hilliard, or was he first? He was in the draft with Tiki Barber, wasn't he?
Who's that?
Ike Hilliard.
Yeah, 97.
Yeah, was he the first round or second round? I know Barber was second round, right?
Tiki was second or third. Hilliard may have been the first round pick in 97.
I know Tiki was a second round. I think Hilliard was a first round. And he kind of underachieved a little bit. He was okay, but wasn't worth the first round pick. Yeah.
You ordered an air fryer for $67 from Amazon. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, Darnell, big money, my man. Thank you so much for the super chat, bro. I really appreciate that. Dilly says, always love, fellas. How many touchdowns do you guys think Danny Dimes will throw for on Sunday? Thank you for the $10 super chat. I mean, the $10 holla. Boom! I just said one. I think I'll throw for one touch. But the closer the game gets, the more common I am. Shit, give him.
He might get two. He might get two.
Give him 2 touchdowns.
If they're going to win, he'll throw 2.
Let's just get a W.
I'm going 1, though, like Baddog said, but I think he could get 2.
Let's get him 2.
Owens says 0. Yeah, we hope not, Owens, but it's his first game. He definitely could have 0. I don't want to get my hopes up.
I like that.
But 3 touchdowns. I think he'll play good, though. I think he'll play good.
I like 3. I like guys saying 3 touchdowns and girls.
Yeah, J-Rex, when does Knicks camp start? I think it starts in about 2 weeks, right? Usually the beginning of October. Yeah. So, yeah, that's something to look forward to.
All right, D-Man Entertainment, you have a great night, my man, and thanks for swinging by. We'll go for about a few more, like 5 more minutes, and we'll call it a night. So, Baddog can go get some sleep.
Yeah. It's been a long day for both of us, but yeah, Baddog's got to get some sleep.
It's been a long week. Been a very long week for me. Top 5 favorite NES games. Oh, God, I couldn't tell you offhand. Couldn't tell you.
Star Fox is one of mine. I like Star Fox.
Contra, definitely. Ninja Gaiden up there. Mega Man. Tecmo Super Bowl.
I thought he meant Super NES.
No,
you're talking regular
NES,
Nintendo.
Yeah. Metroid, probably. Loved those.
Okay.
Yeah. How the hell can I... Zelda. Zelda's like my all-time favorite game. So Zelda, Legend of Zelda.
I can never beat that game, ever. Zelda.
I beat it a few times.
Are we streaming tomorrow? Yeah, Baddog's doing the Notre Dame game. I'm going to be doing a call-in show for the Giants probably around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Yeah. I'll go live for that. So, we're both going to be live with 2 different things tomorrow.
Yes. Is Daniel Jones a savior for New York? Just hope so. We're going to need a defense, though, Film Skinny. That's for sure. He can't save our defense. They're not playing. We're still not going to win.
Yeah.
Paperboy. That game cheated like hell. Punch-Out was great, too. So I'm saying they had a bunch of great games.
Super Mario Brothers 3. Yeah, I love that, William. That's a great game.
Yeah, that game was featured in The Wizard with Fred Savage.
Yeah, when you could turn into the raccoon. I love that game.
Fred Savage, the wizard. I am freaking old, Chris. I don't know what to say. Oh, man. Take a few more questions, guys. I don't know how
we'll take like a couple more.
I don't know how it turned into NES talk, but it's great.
But we got a big game on Sunday. We hope you guys come by. Obviously, it'll be on Baddog. It'll be here. Have a good one, Owens, man. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow if you're calling for the Giants show. But we'll be here for Baddogs for the Sunday game, and then Sunday night we'll be back on my channel, and then reverse every week. I'll do the Giants on my channel the next week. So, and I think the Giants is a 4 o'clock this week, right?
It is a 4 o'clock game, yeah.
Or 25 or 4.
4. We're not.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, we're not the nationally televised game, so 4 o'clock.
Give us a little extra break, so that's good.
Yeah, we'll have like an hour in between the games. So as we say, come over to my channel, watch us react and call the Giants game with Daniel Jones. Then we'll end it and get yourself some dinner, and then come right back down for the nightcap with the Entertainah and myself on his channel for the Browns and Rams. It should be a damn good game, to be honest with you.
It really should be. It really should be. But thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you to everybody who supports this show, supports the Giants, even through tough times. We're 0-2. Yeah. But we've got a new regime starting on Sunday, and it's going to be exciting times. We're going to get to see what Daniel Jones is made of, and I'll definitely do a film review on that. Obviously, I'm very curious to see how he does in the game, and he's going to be the focal point of the game this week. He really is.
Yep. Hopefully, the clouds begin to lift for the New York Giants, because it has been a very cloudy time. The Giants have been like the winters up here in upstate New York, where it's cloudy forever.
Right.
So hopefully for the Giants, the spring is approaching and the clouds begin to get the hell out of here. It'd be nice for a change. It'd be nice.
And I'll pop on the Discord after this. I'll pop over there. Yeah. But as always, Baddog, thank you so much for having me on. Thank you for love doing the show, love talking Giants. I'm excited for Sunday. Thank you to everybody who was here. Ashley Knuckles, Javon, Chris Orr, Russell Johnson, Film Skinny, Darnell, Last Jedi, Batgirl, I know she was here. I'm just trying to name everybody. Thank you to everybody that supports this, both our channels, and supports this show. And Rocky, of course. And, of course, Baddog. Thank you for having me on. Thank you for working me, 4 times a week. It's great.
4 times, man. It's freaking awesome. And, again, I always appreciate you coming on the channel, man. Thank you to you. Thank you to everybody in the chat one last time. If you have not done so, guys, subscribe, ring the bell, go into the description, click on the Entertainah Talkin Sports. A link to his channel's right in there. Click on it. And, hey, come over and join me for the Notre Dame and Georgia game. I'll be live about 7:50, and then, go over there later on tonight and call Chris on his call-in show. And hopefully we see all you guys on Sunday, and let's go Giants, baby. So, have a great night, guys. For the Entertainah, it is Baddog, and we are gone. Peace!